Hi everyone, you're here with the Chris Turner Experience at Alberni Toyota, and we're going to go for a little walk over to where I've set up two hybrid vehicles. Our two best-selling hybrids, and SUVs actually, the RAV4 and the Highlander. So let's go for a quick walk. Let me show you the two vehicles and let's compare them together. So here I have the all-new 2020 Toyota Highlander Hybrid in the LE model. And I also have the 2020 RAV4 LE in the hybrid model. They have some very comparable options and some features that are very different. For example, the Highlander is available in an 8-seater and in some a 7-seater, whereas the RAV4 is available in only a 5-seater. They both have, that I'm showing here, the hybrid powertrain. Both have a 4-cylinder engine paired with electric motors to create the hybrid synergy drive. Similar fuel economy ratings. The Highlander uses a little bit more fuel at 6.7 liters per 100 kilometers, where the RAV4 uses a little less at 5.7 liters per 100 kilometers. Now I have folded the rear seats down in the Highlander to give the 5-passenger appearance and show its true cargo capacity. The Highlander has a little bit larger cargo capacity than the RAV4, as the Highlander has 48.4 cubic feet of cargo capacity when all the rear seats are folded down. As you can see, I have one of the rear seats up, so you can still see there is quite a bit of room if needed. Rear seats have a tremendous amount of room. You can fit 3 adults comfortably with child safety seat anchors that are accessible so that you can securely know that that seat is in. Some highlights are you do have the rear climate control, as well as 2 high-speed USB chargers for the occupants in the back. Up front, the driver right away does get a power driver seat. Power windows and door locks and mirrors are standard in the left armrest. Now, as the driver, once you enter and you're looking at your steering wheel, it has your audio and telephone controls, voice command, and then to the right you have your lane departure alert, dynamic radar cruise control, and your cruise control buttons. They have made them accessible by your thumb or fingertips, so it is a little bit safer for you. Now, on all our newer redesigns, we have moved the visual screen with your radio, your Apple CarPlay, your backup camera up a little bit higher. So when you're driving, you should be looking where you're going, but the visual is slightly to your right and more in your peripheral vision rather than having to look down and away from where you're headed. The center console for the Highlander is quite large. It is about 10 cubic liters, so a small purse or bag would fit in there quite nicely. Alloy wheels, standard on the Highlander hybrids. And like I said, slightly bigger but slightly different than the RAV4 LE hybrid. So now that we look at the LE in the RAV4, you can see, yes, it is a bit smaller, bigger, smaller. It seats 5 people. It does not have the 3rd row seat. When we look at the rear cargo area, it is still quite comfortable for lots of cargo. However, it is a bit smaller at 37.5 cubic feet of storage versus the Highlander's 48.4. Now, as we look inside the vehicle, again, still a lot of safety features. You have the same blind spot warnings in your mirrors. You have the lane departure warning, the pre-collision warning if you're going to rear end someone or hit a pedestrian. All these features are standard with Toyota, and they are standard in our hybrid models. Once you enter the cockpit as the driver, again, you still have your power windows, locks, mirrors. You still have your audio and voice command controls and safety controls on the steering wheel. You still have the slightly raised up screen to give you a safer position when driving and a safer visual when driving as well. So these vehicles are very different, but they are also very similar. So do you need a 5-seater with great cargo capacity, or do you need a slightly bigger vehicle, the Highlander, which is a 7 or 8-seater with a little bit more capacity if you're treating it as a 5-seater? So they are both very good on fuel, lots of power. For example, 243 horsepower versus 220 horsepower. 6.7 liters per 100 kilometers versus 5.7 liters per 100 kilometers. So very capable, very fuel efficient, very fun to drive. So come on up, let's do the comparison together. Let me show you the differences and let me allow you to choose which one suits you, your lifestyle, and your family better. Thank you for letting me show you the two vehicles, the Highlander and the RAV4 Hybrid. Like I said, they're great vehicles, but you need to make the final decision what one will suit your lifestyle best and suit your family, how they may need to be suited. Have a great day, everyone. See you all very soon. Bye for now.